You mentioned your PhD.
Mm-hmm.
We got to hear all about that. That's like one of the biggest awards in life, and that's just honestly very impressive to say that you're a doctor.
Thank you.
You had an amazing couple of months.
I have, and
Joe Biden and PhD.
Joe Biden and the unseasoned
We got to hear about
chicken.
both because that's amazing.
Yeah. We just actually got back. I think that's why I'm so tired, guys. But we went to Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
It's Harvest Christian University, a Black-owned university. And they reached out to me and they said, through your work through the industry, we want to honor you with this degree in business. And I accepted it. And so I took my son with me because it's like a moment. And it was the graduation ceremony. They had a big dinner. My friend Amadeus, he was there as well. He's like a bad boy producer.
Yeah.
He got an honorary PhD as well. He put in a lot of work. So it was just a beautiful experience, honestly, and to see Black men come together and create a university. And it's an accredited university. So legitly, I can get a job just because I have an honorary degree. And they said something during the ceremony. They said, it's not an honorary degree, it's a degree with honors. And these are people who put in. Tank actually received an honorary degree from them as well. And he had this conversation too. For me, it was just essentially a backup plan, but it is an honor to be, just recognized for, I have PhD level education in business, to be able to acquire a doctorate. So it is like a vast honor. So shout out to Dr. Robinson and Dr. Robinson. I love you guys. They're amazing.
That is amazing.
That's so
Thank
cool.
you.
Oh, man.
Talk to us about the White House. How was that?
Y'all know I'm about to talk about the unseasoned chicken.
Please, doctor, tell us.
I don't know if you... Doctor, please. I don't know if you got any NDAs. Don't do nothing now.
No. It's just the picture component. They were really strict on the pictures there and what's being published from there. But I did get some videos. I'm going to post that in a couple of weeks. I have the pictures. They approved that I could post them, so I could finally post them. The White House was an experience. And you know what the surreal part? It wasn't even the experience of the White House. It was, now they invite me to their events like we're friends.
No way.
That is the part that I was screenshotting my best friend. I'm like, Antoine, they emailing me like, there's another event coming up. You want to come? Like, so it's like they're emailing like, hey, Pilar, we love you guys. Can you guys make it? We were supposed to go to the Easter egg hunt. We couldn't go because my COVID test came back inconclusive, which was like... Then I didn't have COVID. And it was just like, really, guys? So we couldn't go to that because you need a COVID test in order to, if you're not vaccinated, they want you to have a test. And so we didn't go for that. But they're inviting us to like several dinners and everything they're having. And I'm like, we might as well just move to DC, move in the White House, and we're all friends. So, but we did get to meet the VP and the president.
Nice.
It was an experience. Like,
how's Kamala?
She's beautiful. And I know that's like a cliche to say, but she was just like, her hair is just flowy. It was like, she just walks in slow motion. I can't express it, but she's really, really beautiful.
Okay. That's awesome.
River, he didn't like the chicken, but... But I'm gonna keep it at that.
It was baked. It was fried.
It was fried chicken. He wasn't a fan, but my son's Nigerian. He's used to his food being seasoned a certain type of way, so he didn't like it. I'm a vegan. They only had like the collard greens, but I'm pretty sure they cooked that like in a beef stock or something. So I didn't eat it. So we just went out to like Nobu after and we ate there. But River, he was excited. I don't think sometimes my son doesn't understand the rooms he's in at times, especially when he was younger. He said he went to school and was telling everybody we were at iHeartRadio because he's getting a show there. His show renewed there. Yeah. And we were at the building. We took pictures and all of this. And he was showing his friends. And they're like, oh my God, you were there. Or they started his friends follow him. He's like, yeah, like I know that person. It's like my uncle. Like, they're like, what? Call him now. He called a few people at school to like impress his friends and show them. And they're like, River, why? I'm telling your mother, So yeah, but it's a blessing overall. You can relate. You have babies, so it's a blessing just to be able to expose them to your lifestyle, and you see how beneficial it is to them. To be an inspiration to your kids, amazing.
I don't know. It ignores me.
What do you mean?
After I was on the Kelly Clarkson, I went to pick up my daughter, and she was like, "Yeah, my dad is like a celebrity."
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I am not a celebrity. She's like, guys, he's downplaying it. And it was like a movie. I was like, yo, chill out. Like you don't just go and tell people things. Like, that's rude. Like, yeah, my dad, you see his car, he has money. I'm like, yo, my oldest daughter be tripping sometimes.
Trust me, she probably Googled the show and showed all her friends. Like, because, they go to bat at school even when you think they aren't.
No, the problem was the principals and the teachers.
What happened there?
Because, like, especially after Humans in New York came out, like, all the teachers was like, because my daughter was in one of the photos. I was like, oh my God, your dad. So when I came, it was like a long line of people like, oh my God, we realized we didn't know this. Blah, blah, blah.
You know the issue.
And my daughter was just like this, like a boss, like, yeah, that's him.
That's my dad. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, unnecessary pressure on me, relax.
The issue I run into with my kid, and maybe I can ask you if you run into it too, is the fact that I feel like they favor River sometimes, even when he's supposed to get in trouble. Do you feel as though, like...
Nah.
They're not afraid of you?
Yeah, no, they're afraid of me. But they're not afraid...
But that's going to go off on your kid. So it's going to be some favoritism there.
Like, it's weird, like... Every time oh my God, I hope the teachers don't watch this. But like, one of the teachers gets very nervous when my daughter does something wrong and she has to tell me. She's like, yeah, she's a good kid, but yo, just tell me. Like, I ride with you. Like, it's your job to make me build this human I'm trying to build a good person in society. Yeah, but it's like, it's definitely, but my daughter is a great kid. Yeah. So usually if something happens, and it's better if my wife handles it, because I'm more of the like, my daughter wouldn't do this. And my wife was like, your daughter would definitely do that. And I'm like, no, she's not. She's just like me. And my wife was like, exactly. So it's always like, especially like, it's so weird like watching a kid. Like my daughter does things and like, I don't get mad because I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That's what I would do. Maybe I should change that because that didn't look right. You know, so like me, I feel like I've developed better as a human. I'm watching my daughter do things. Because you know when you do something, and especially like if you're paying people or you're in a position of power, there's very few people that want to tell you like, I love Anthony and Gay because they'd be like, yo, John, you tripping. Like, we don't care. Like, we your boys, whatever. You gonna pay us, whatever.
It's accountability.
It's accountability, right? Like, so I'll be like, all right, cool. Like, I keep them, even though they get on my nerves some days, like, I keep them around because you need that. Absolutely. But there's a lot of people around you that just be like, all right, he could do whatever.
Kissing your ass.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, don't do that because I'm 28. I'm just trying to grow. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Cool. So you gotta hone those people to you. So sometimes when they do that, I'm just like, nah, like it's okay. Like I don't know what you think, but I don't have the power to end your career or do anything. Like, oh, maybe. Maybe at that school. But it's like, you know, it's just like, but I'm not on that type of time. It's just understanding communication. I'm human, you're human, we the same. It is what it is. I'm not trying to put myself in that box, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's favoritism, but it feels awkward sometimes when they're trying to discipline her or tell me she did something wrong.
They be favoriting River. The superintendent came to school just to meet River. I'm just like, like
that's a different level.
and then River do something. They be like, no, listen, he's old. I'm like, I will get him together. Like, you know, so they. I don't know, but River was homeschooled. This is his first time back actually being in regular school. Yeah,
you did that how long? COVID?
Yeah, it was a year before COVID, and then we just put him back this year. Yeah, because honestly, he was getting too antisocial. Yeah, so that was like, you know, he was prevailing. My son is so smart. He has one of the highest GPAs for 6th grade in the state of New Jersey.
That's amazing.
But he
Riverpool, good job.
Yeah, NewJersey.com.
He gonna watch this like, yo, don't ever talk to that man. Who he think he is?
He's so sweet.
I'm sorry, River.
NewJersey.com came out and did a whole story on him about his GPA, his IQ, all of that.
That's amazing.
And you know, like, I don't know though, but the schools definitely do favor him, and I just be looking at them. I be telling his father like, oh, you better handle it, because if I gotta go up there, heads rolling. So
you say he's Nigerian, right?
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
One of the most educated African groups in the world. So
let's not get a credit to him, his dad being Nigerian.
I'm sorry.
They know how to get money. You know what I mean?